The Bitcoin is around $63,000 and altcoins have dropped by 50%. What altcoins to buy right now and what projects you should consider to get an airdrop. We'll also analyze the best DEX projects, plus I'm gonna show you the projects that'll bring you even more generous airdrop than the one from Jupiter. Let's get into it. The Bitcoin has been going sideways for the last 2 months, and in the recent weeks it has corrected by only 15%, while altcoins have fallen by 50%. Actually, the Bitcoin had a price drop in mid-March, while altcoins were moving in a side flat. And we can say for sure that if altcoins fall by 50% and it's not a short-term drop, in other words, a squeeze, in this case we shouldn't expect a quick price rebound and a growth afterwards, and I'll explain why. First of all, many people bought altcoins that were overvalued and traded very expensive, and people converted at least 50% of stable coins from their portfolio into altcoins. And starting with the first altcoin drop, they began to average their position, and this way now many people have most of their portfolio in expensive altcoins, and there are very few stable coins left. And the market maker sends the price down so that big players can buy back the tokens cheaper and control the entire issue right on the verge of the bull market. And this process takes at least a couple of months. Based on this, there are 2 scenarios of the market behavior in the coming months. The first one is that the Bitcoin will be in a sideways movement and altcoins will go down, as it happened last summer, for example. The second option is that Bitcoin will continue to fall down to $50,000, and then altcoins will face even more severe dump. And then during the next 2-3 months, large players are gonna gain positions. So what should we do? Very simple. Now I'll show you the undervalued tokens that are good to buy even at current prices, and also now is the time to participate in airdrops. And I'll show you the projects where we can get airdrops worth of tens of thousands of dollars. We can say with confidence that one of the main narrative of the next bull market, and there's already an established trend around decentralized exchanges. Their tokens are showing 10x gains, and they're also giving out huge airdrop rewards, and they'll definitely overtake centralized exchanges like Binance, OKX, Bybit in the following bull market. I can highlight 3 DEXs at the moment. These are Jupiter, Aevo, and Kiloex, from which I expect the most generous airdrop. Let's start in order. We can earn 10x profit from buying these tokens and also get an airdrop. Jupiter has fallen by 50% from its highs and is trading around $1 now. The price hasn't hit the accumulation zone yet, which was in February, but it already looks attractive enough to start buying gradually. Now the capitalization is almost $1.5 billion, with only 13% of coins in the market, so there will be further unlocking of coins and this will put pressure on the price. If we compare Jupiter with Uniswap, we'll notice that Uniswap has lower capitalization and most of the tokens are in the market. So it will be predictable that big players will send the price below $0.5 to buy tokens cheaper and to send the price up in the fall when the bull market starts. Therefore, I'm not rushing things. I'm gonna spend 20% of the amount of money allocated for Jupiter, and this money will be useful for getting an airdrop. I expect its price to hit at least $7–10 in the bull market, where I'll gradually start fixing the profit. In the meantime, we can make money here and now on the airdrop. The Jupiter project gave away tens of thousands of dollars during the previous airdrop just for making a couple of clicks, and this time there will be more airdrops, it's already confirmed, and also Jupiter is the top 1 DEX swap, which is now even ahead of Uniswap. Anyway, now I'm gonna show you what to do step by step. Links to all the projects you can find in my Telegram channel. There you'll also find more information on how to make money on airdrops. We need to use a wallet in the Solana network. I use Solflare wallet. Copy the wallet address, and we'll need to deposit around $30 worth of Solana tokens to pay transaction fees, and withdraw USDC on Solana network to our wallet. So, in order to get an airdrop, we'll need to do 2 things. The first one is to use Swap, by exchanging different tokens and spending pennies for paying transaction fees. Send Jupiter to staking, and take part in voting. We use Swap, and we exchange USDC for Jupiter, and Jupiter for USDT. We can choose any pairs. The main thing is to swap coins at least once a week. It's not necessary to make 20 swaps in 5 minutes, then it will not look natural and you can forget about your airdrop. The first thing is to use Swap. The second one is that we send Jupiter tokens to staking, and for doing so we get the opportunity to participate in voting. It's important to remember that unlocking of tokens lasts 30 days, but during this month you'll be able to participate in the voting. I will hold tokens until the bull market, which is expected to start in the fall, so I'm gonna send them to staking. For this we use swap and change USDC to Jupiter token. Then we proceed to the Jupiter's voting platform DAO, and here we send our Jup tokens to staking and see that we have voting power. And once every couple of weeks they launch votes, you can't miss them, go and vote, it's necessary. It's also important that you have some Jup tokens left on your wallet. I send around $15 minimum on each wallet, as it usually falls under the criteria of airdrop. Let's move on to the next project, and from this one I expect to get an airdrop even more than from Jupiter. And if you haven't received the first airdrop from Jupiter and Parcel, then this is your chance. I'm talking about Kiloex project. Here the airdrop is already confirmed and will probably be conducted at the end of May, so the time is limited. On its website there's an airdrop button as well as the point system. So let me show you how it works. For every $1,000 of trading volume you get 35 points. That is, we have $1,000 and we trade a Bitcoin USDT trading pair and use 20x leverage. This way our trading volume is not $1,000 but $20,000 and we get 700 points for a transaction. And we can do 20 or even 30 transactions per day. Further, I'll show you how to make a huge volume and not to lose money. Since, for example, you can open a long position and the token's price just falls down dramatically. And we can still get an airdrop in another project. In my Telegram channel, you'll find my step-by-step tutorial on how to get an airdrop. The link will be in the description. The most important criterion is volume, and it's also important to be active quite often. I do it a couple of days a week. We can trade on several networks. I trade on 2 networks. They are BNB and OPBNB. On BNB, we need to deposit some BNB tokens on the BNB network to pay transaction fees and also some USDT. We can also trade on OPBNB networks, since there's only a minimum platform fee. In order to trade on OPBNB, we will use ZK-Link. We need some BNB tokens on OPBNB network to pay transaction fees and also some stablecoin. To do this, we choose USDT, select the BNB network, and transfer to OPBNB. In order for us to fall under the criteria of an airdrop and our wallet looks like a real trader, we need to open trades and wait different periods of time before closing it. We choose Bitcoin USDT trading pair, then select 20x leverage, enter the amount and open a long position. Wait like 10 seconds and close it. But we need to open trades and wait different periods of time before we close it, like 5 and even 10 minutes, and this way the price can go in the opposite direction. For this, we're gonna open a reverse position on Aevo. So listen carefully. If we open a long position on Kiloex, then on Aevo we will open a short position. Aevo recently conducted a huge airdrop, and it's likely that there will be more airdrops in the future, so we should make trading volumes on this exchange as well. So we open a long position on Kiloex, then we open a short position on Aevo at the same second. We wait a couple of minutes and then close it. As simple as that. Sometimes I hold positions for 30 minutes. You can get 20% discount on the transaction fees. The link to Kiloex will be in the description below this video and also in my Telegram channel. I plan to make volume of at least $1.5 million per month on my accounts, so that if there's a tier award distribution, I will get a big award while spending very little money on transaction fees. Now we choose Ethereum USD trading pair and select 15x leverage. Enter the amount of USDT and open a short while opening a long on Aevo at the same time. And this way we make large volumes and spend pennies on transaction fees. Let's move on to Aevo. This is a decentralized exchange which recently conducted an airdrop and listed the token. Top funds such as Paradigm, Coinbase Ventures, Dragonfly, Pantera Capital and others have invested in it. The most important advantage of Aevo is its price and capitalization. If we compare it to Jupiter, we will see that the capitalization of Aevo is 7 times less than Jupiter's. And also Jupiter had a local pumping and the token is trading 2 times higher than its lows. For Aevo, it's a completely different story. The token went into correction and the price fell by 50%, and its price now is only 60% higher than its listing price. The platform takes 11th place among the DEXs and has the potential to take a leadership position in the bull market. For this, it will need to attract users and liquidity. So I expect to see more airdrops from this platform. I will allocate 3% of my portfolio to the Aevo token. I'll allocate 40% from this amount to buy Aevo right now at its current price, since the price is more than favorable, and then I will spend 12% on buying Aevo token every month during the next 5 months to get the best average purchase price. I expect it to be around $1.2–1.4. In a bull market, I expect to see the Aevo price in the range of $28–30, where I'll not be greedy and will fix most of the position. You can trade Aevo on Arbitrum and Optimism networks. That gives an opportunity to save on transaction fees. I'm also looking forward to the second airdrop, and therefore, I make volumes on this platform. In the same way I chose the Ethereum USD pair, I select 20x leverage, specifying the amount of USDC, and open a long. And on the Kiloex, I open a short at the same second. Thanks to such actions, we'll get 2 airdrops in the coming months. Now let's move on to the altcoin from which I expect at least 30x growth. It's the apecoin. It's one of the largest NFT ecosystems, which includes well-known collections of non-mutually exchangeable tokens, including Bored Ape Yacht Club and the meta-universe Other Side. Among Tier 1 projects that invested in this project are funds such as A16Z and Imoca Brands. Also, this project has attracted $450 million of investments. If we look at the chart, we can see that the project came out at the end of the last bull market and its price went up to $28, and then the price was falling for 2 years. If we look at the tokenomics of the project, we will see that the unlocking of coins began only in March 2023, when the price of the project was not so high, in the region of $4. And then the price was falling, and for almost a year the price is stuck in the accumulation zone in a range of $1–2.5. And it's clear the big players haven't fixed their profit at such low prices, and on the contrary, they buy tokens to control the issue and then send the price to the moon so that no one could prevent the price from going up. Now the price is around the listing price, which is $1, and to calculate the potential profit you need to look at the capitalization of the project. It's about $750 million, and the total capitalization is $1,200 million. This means to get 25x gain from the current values, the capitalization should be around $22 billion, which is quite likely in a bull market. So, I allocate 5% of my portfolio to this token, and if I were to enter the market right now, I would use 50% of the allocated amount for this token to buy it right now. And since we expect altcoins to fall over the next few months, I'm gonna spend 10% of this amount on buying the coin once a month during the next 5 months to get a better average purchase price. I expect the average purchase price to be around $0.9, and in a bull market, I expect the price to hit $28–30. If you want to see more of my investments, subscribe to my Telegram channel where I show you all my trades in real time. When the market is falling, the best course is to gradually buy tokens that show a bigger fall, and also it's the most favorable time for trying to get an airdrop. Write in the comments what do you think. If you have any questions, be sure to ask them in the comments. I hope this video was helpful.